Hello, Tamika Upton here, Deadly Choices Ambassador, and I have with me today Nikki Muller from the Mona Kylie Memorial Team. Nikki, how are you going?
Good, thank you.
That's good. So we'll just chat a little bit about QMC. Firstly, do you want to tell us who your mob is and where you're from?
Yeah, my mob are Barada and Gupalbara in the Central Highlands region.
Yep, perfect. And the Mona Kylie Memorial Team, do you want to tell us how and why that started?
We did a tribute to, she's my grandmother's younger sister, and we did a tribute to her because Highlanders was founded back in 2011, and Aunty Mona was the chairperson until her death. So for 9 years, she was the chairperson of Highlanders. So it was a tribute to her memory.
Yep. And what does it mean for you personally to be able to have the team in her name?
Means a whole lot of deal. I mean, she's always been there for me as a kid growing up, and always supported our family and everything they did, whether it was education, sport, health, work, whatever it was. So it meant a lot that the team got behind us and played under her name. And a lot of the team knew her because she had been the chairperson, for 9 years of Highlanders.
Yep. And do you want to talk us through what parts of the region Highlanders slash Mona Kylie Memorial Team is from?
Yeah, so originated from Bluff and Central Highlands and all that area. It was about forming a team that would give an opportunity to our girls in the country and rural and remote, and those of the NT. So that's how it first began, was Highlanders, and then obviously Aunty Mona was a big lover of her home country of Central Queensland, including Rockhampton and all the surrounding areas. So the girls basically came from all around those areas, and some of the girls that are now, down in Brisbane living, or some of the girls that become a part of the Highlanders Foundation.
Yeah, definitely. And I was fortunate enough to be able to play with the Highlanders. And like you said, it's Queensland Murray Carnival is all about family getting together. And how's your team looking this year? Who are the players to watch?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. I've got a few young girls coming through. We always like to bring on our 17-year-olds that are, turning 18 into the comp, and we got a fair few of them this year coming through with a couple of our older players. So it's hard to say. It's a big change, actually. We normally keep some of our original girls there just for that experience and all that sort of stuff. Um, but this year it's a bit of a change up. It's a lot more Central Queensland girls as well. Now that I've moved back home, there's a lot more Central Queensland girls in this. So, you got your young Theo Mosby, um, young Matea Hudson. There's girls like Natalie Gala, who's an original Highlander. She'll be there to steer the team around. I'm excited for Michaela Rowe, that hasn't had the opportunity to play in QMC before, and now she will. There's these two sisters from Rockhampton, Idesville area, Chanel and Gracie Pope. Again, just haven't had the opportunity, and they're classy players, and I'm really excited for those players to come along and play at QMC this year.
Yeah, definitely. And you talk about the opportunities for the young girls. How satisfying is it to be a part of something which is a pathway now for the girls, especially into the NRLW?
Oh, it's so special. Like, that's what it was all about, creating that pathway for our girls in that country, rural, remote areas, and to be known, in the city, that, there's great talent out there like yourself out in the country that just needed that opportunity to showcase their skill, because we don't have all those rugby league competitions, out in our areas. It's a struggle to actually have that going. So when they get an opportunity like this is that time that, selectors or other people, other coaches and whatnot, they get to see them and go, oh, hang on, we better go out to this country area and have a look. So it's very satisfying for myself, because you see that young girls, dreams all come alive, and then their family, like, they're so, so happy, and the emotions just of it all when their girl has, might have been talked about in the paper or some sort of media, and then they progress to a representative level, and it's just, it does so much for that community wherever that young girl or that woman's from.
Yeah, definitely. And looking forward, what is the most important thing you want to see fostered through the Queensland Murray Carnival?
I think that selection purpose, a few years back, they used to have the state team, the Queensland Murray state team versus the New South Wales Koori team. And I think that needs to be back. That concept needs to back, because then it generates more interest, Australia wide. But then it's showcasing some of our best Queensland girls and some of our best New South Wales girls, and that do lead into the NRL pathway now that's there. But that was the hope of them making the state of origin teams or the Australian, Jillaroos teams.
Yep. And you guys were unfortunate to come second last year to the Brisbane Natives. What do you have to do this year to get the job done?
Oh, gee, I think it's Natives are a good team. I think last year it was just in terms of the penalty count sort of went against us, and that sort of made it a lot more harder to the girls. I mean, it was nothing to do with their skill set and their fitness. They did pretty well on that. It just as yourself, when you get to that higher level, the game steps up a bit, and I think the girls were just a bit overcome with emotion as well as myself. Sadly, we were representing Anemona, but it was also the week that her younger sister had passed away. So come grand finals, it was all sorts of emotions when that happened, and I think that might have got our girls at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, well, good luck for the QMC this year. Looking forward to watching you guys play, and thanks so much for your time today.
Thanks for having us.